Last week, I harvested 25 pounds for a small order. It is 3 days later, and I'm looking at 50 plus this week. I only have 125 plants in this tunnel. I'm getting harvest just like this without using any fertilizers. Let me show you exactly what I'm doing instead. Hey, if you're new here, let me introduce myself. My name is Tracy. I run a small market farm here in Northeast Kansas, Zone 6A, predominantly in high tunnels for the last 5 years. I've pretty much used everything to help me dial in this farm. I've got drip irrigation, of course. So with that goes all the fish emulsions, all the fertilizers, and the latest fancier foliar sprays. Have you tried to measure the correct dose per plant, per tunnel, per foot to go into this? The directions on the back just talk about a gallon can. They're not talking about 500 feet of drip tape. I literally get stressed out thinking about all the math that goes into this. I knew there had to be a better way for me. Growing up, we didn't have all these fancy sprays or anything like this. We probably did, but we did not use all those fancy sprays. But one thing that I've always used is good, high quality compost. Now I use good, high quality compost at my bed flips or when I'm building my beds, or as I'm flipping rotations of crops, I will go through and amend the soil with good, high quality compost and then rake that in. And I also, throughout the year, if it's going to be a long crop like tomatoes and cucumbers, I'll go back and side dress with some fresh compost throughout the year to help me feed that. So I knew that had to be the thing. And it just clicked in my head that good, high quality compost was the key to my success this year. All right, what I did myself was I used a higher grade compost from a new supplier predominantly. So now I still cover crop, just no more liquid fertilizers. All right, now I am in my cucumber house. I'm growing predominantly jade and Nokia, Japanese style cucumbers only, on just deep composted beds with great success. I am 2 weeks into harvest here. Last week I harvested 25 pounds for a small order. It is 3 days later, and I'm looking at 50 plus this week. I only have 125 plants in this tunnel. All right, let's take a look at these sun gold cherry tomatoes. You can see by the amount of blooms that are on these plants and just the cluster size alone, something's got to be working right. Now remember, by using compost, it enriches and improves lacking soils by improving structure fertility, water holding capability, ultimately leading to healthier and more productive plants. It also has been known to reduce the need for synthetic fertilizers. It is our job to be good stewards of our soils. Plus, it's just nice to know I'm really doing a small part to help the earth. If you listen to your garden, she will definitely tell you what she needs. This is just another way of looking at the big picture here. I 100% completely agree. This may or may not be for certain people or in certain situations, but sometimes less really can be more here. Now, if this gets your creative juices flowing, thinking about your own import strategy on how to improve your soil health, make sure you follow us at Bootstrap Farmer for some real deal farming tips and tricks that actually do work.